Hello my friends and welcome back to another monthly reset routine. Today we are resetting for December, one of my favorite months of the whole year because December equals Christmas and I am a huge Christmas person if you couldn't tell. We have the tree, we have the Christmas lights, we have the Merry Christmas festive mug and I'm just ready for the holiday season basically. Do you see that? I have my elastic on my wrist and when this happens, when I forget to take it off, I just don't like it. So, I am ready to reset for a new month. I hope you're ready too. Let's go through our November goals to see how we did. Let's set new goals for the new month, for December. Spoiler alert, I'm not going to be going hard on myself for the month of December. I'm already busy as it is. I don't want to stress myself out with a lot of unnecessary goals. Even though every month all of my goals are pretty simple and realistic. For that very reason, I don't want to stress myself out. And of course, today we will be creating a festive December mood board and I will be sharing my monthly favorites as well as my reading wrap-up, which I am very excited to share with you. So I am ready to go through my November goals. Grab your goals as well, grab a cup of something warm and let's go through our November goals. Will it be too dangerous if I do this? Will I knock it on the floor? Only time will tell. My first goal was to deep clean my apartment because my apartment needed to be deep cleaned and because I also had family staying over during November. So I did achieve this goal. I wouldn't want to have a dirty apartment with my family being here, but my apartment definitely needs to be cleaned again, especially the floors. I don't know if you can relate, girls. My floors always feel dusty. I clean the floors and then after a couple of days they are dusty again, and that specifically happens during winter. And I think it is because of our clothes. They have more fuzz in them, you know, they're thicker clothes, and I think that they create more dust and more, you know, little fuzzy pieces on the floor. My second goal was to do a book on haul and donate a few of my books. I did end up doing that. I went to a secondhand bookstore and I donated a few books there. I will also have that vlog linked down below in case you haven't watched it yet. Then my next goal was to read 5 books, which I think I did, didn't I? I have my books over there behind the camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I read more than 5 books. And I start counting the books that I have read from the moment that I finished filming my previous monthly reset routine. But that's how it works time-wise because I always film my monthly reset routines at least 1 week before the month ends. And I don't want to not include books that I have read just because they were read at the end of the previous month. My next goal was to decorate for Christmas. Obviously, I did do that because I am the type of person who decorates during November. I want to have my decorations up for at least 1.5 months, close to 2 months, because I also don't take my Christmas tree down immediately as soon as the new year arrives. Also, fun fact here in Greece, Santa Claus comes to our houses on the 1st of January and not on the 25th of December. At least that's how my family used to celebrate Santa. When does Santa come to your household? January 1st or on Christmas? I mean, it does make sense for him to come on Christmas, but nobody cares why it comes on the 1st of January for my family. So I'm not gonna be bothering you with that. My next goal was to stretch every day, and I was doing so well with this goal, guys, but I didn't achieve it. I missed a couple of days, and then it went downhill from there. I thought that since I missed 2 days already, I have already failed this goal, so it is fine if I just skip other days as well, which is not the right mindset. I shouldn't have done that, but I didn't achieve this goal. But in my defense, some of the days I was so busy and so tired. You know what? These are just excuses, but I really want to share that with you now because we're friends and I need to open up my heart to you. The past few weeks, I feel so tired and I did my blood work. Everything is normal. I am healthy, but I feel sleepy by 3-4 p.m. I mean, my daily life and my routines have changed lately and probably that's why I'm so tired. But I am so tired, guys, and I skip my stretching routine. I skip my workouts. Sometimes, I know, you can come at me. You can come at me. I shouldn't skip my workouts. I have been working out about 2 times each week and I want to work out at least 3 times each week. So Project Fitness is not going well, but at least I achieved my final goal, which was to have my annual dentist checkup, had my teeth checked and cleaned, and everything is perfect. Everything is good. so that's great. It's always nice hearing that you're healthy, you know, and your body is working the way that it should. But I mean, I'm also taking care of my teeth, and I try to take care of my body because our body is our temple. Friends, it is our temple. We need to take care of it. We cannot just trash it and expect it to be happy, fresh, beautiful, and strong. So these were my November goals. I already have an idea about my December goals. They're definitely going to be just a few, simple, easy, because like I said, I'm already busy enough. I don't want to pressure myself with my goals. So let's sit down, let's write down our December goals, and as always, we will go through them together. Don't mind me, I threw this cardigan on because I suddenly feel cold. Alright, let's have a look at my December goals. I randomly decided to add a strip of washi tape on my goals. I don't know why I did that. I've had this washi tape forever and I just need to use it. But I don't think that that's how you use washi tape. I think that I should have written December goals on the tape, but it's fine. So my first goal is to book an ophthalmologist appointment. I need to get my eyes checked. Not that I don't see well with my glasses and with my contacts. I don't think that my eyesight has gotten any worse than it already is, because it is really bad, but I want to buy new glasses and I want to give to the optometrist at the glasses store the doctor's paper with my eyesight issue. Does that make sense? The doctor's official paper with my eyesight numbers on it and everything. And since I haven't been to the ophthalmologist in years, I thought, why not go get my eyes checked, get the paper, and then buy new glasses, because the glasses that I currently have are awful. They have a lot of scratches on them. I cannot see clearly, not because my eyesight has gotten worse, but because of the quality of the glass. It has gotten destroyed over the years. My second goal is to do a bookish live chat. This is a very exciting goal. So some of you already know that I have a book club. It is free. Anybody can join. It is over on Fable. I always have the link of my book club down below. But I thought, why not do a bookish live chat with my book club members, where we can chat about our top reads of the year and just get to know each other a little bit better. I thought that it would be so much fun, but I don't know if I will end up doing it, just because I don't know if any girl would want to actually participate, because I guess that some people might feel a bit uncomfortable being in front of the camera or even talking to a live stream, a live chat with strangers. I get that, but I thought that it would be nice and maybe I could arrange that. I'm still a bit unsure, but I wrote it down as a goal just to push myself a little bit more and actually do it, because I think that it's going to be so much fun and I really want to get to know you guys even better, because I know that a lot of you always comment underneath my videos and I do feel like we are friends, but I feel like through a bookish live chat we will connect even more. My third goal is to do a 2025 prep. Now I want to sit down, have a look at my 2024 yearly goals to see how I did. I want to set new goals for the new year, for 2025, and also maybe create a list of all the books that I want to read during the new year, because obviously reading, especially during 2024, became a huge part of my life, and it also became the main focus of my channel. And I feel like ever since I started focusing more on book content, my channel grew more and I got to meet so many of you guys who are now regularly watching my videos and commenting, and I feel like the bookish community is just very kind and cozy, and I feel like there is a booktuber, let's say, out there for everyone. I have a few booktubers that I really enjoy watching and I get so excited every time that they post, and thinking that I might be that person for someone else makes me so happy and so fulfilled and so excited, and I just love the book community in general. So I thought that maybe for my 2025 2025 prep, I could also film it like I did last year. So let me know down in the comments if you would like me to film a 2025 prep. My next goal is to again read 5 books. Hopefully during December I will manage to hit this goal as well. And my last goal is to relax and enjoy the holidays. As simple as that. I feel like the last couple of years I finally enjoy the holidays more because I have a different lifestyle now and a different job, or different jobs I should say, since I don't only have one job. But I feel like now I have more time to actually enjoy the holidays, because during the past there have been years when work was so crazy and I was so miserable and so low mentally. And I am so thankful that the last few years I have been able to take it slower and enjoy the holidays. And to anyone out there who has a hectic schedule because of the holidays, I see you, I get it, I feel you, and I'm just sending you all my love and all my positive energy. It is not easy, it is hard, but try to push through and try to remember your why you're doing this, why you have this job to begin with. And always remember that better days will come. If better days came for me, better days will come for you as well. So that is my little message to you. These were my December goals. I would love to know some of the goals that you will have for December. Let me know down in the comments. And now, shall we create a beautiful festive mood board for December? Let's do it. It took a hot minute for me to create this mood board this month. I don't know why. I just couldn't find pictures that I really wanted, and I don't know if the mood board turned out exactly the way that I had imagined, but it's okay. So as you can tell, we have some Christmas festive mood in my mood board. I also chose a picture of a simple, cozy, warm winter outfit. And I also chose this little quote that says, "She adores pretty things and witty words," if that isn't every single person who is watching my videos. I feel like as book girls, we're so similar. We adore pretty things and witty words in books and in general in life. So I thought that this quote was perfect for me. And I also loved the deep red background. This color always reminds me of Christmas. Of course, I have some reading inspiration in my mood board as well. What else is new? I always gotta have a bookish reading inspiration in my mood board. I once again have Edinburgh in my mood board, and I'm not ashamed about it. I will be looking at Edinburgh pictures until I manifest a trip there. It is what it is. That is what I'm going to do. I will stare at pictures, have them in my mood board until the day that I finally book my trip there. And for some reason, The Phantom of the Opera reminds me of Christmas. It is not a Christmas movie, not really, but I feel like it goes perfectly with the colder, darker months and with Christmas as well. So I chose also a picture of the 2004 movie of The Phantom of the Opera. This is obviously Christine, my favorite character. Emmy Rossum did such an excellent job portraying Christine, and her voice is divine. This will forever be my favorite movie ever. And if The Phantom of the Opera comes to Greece in 2025, I will be running. I will be running to get tickets and to see it again live. I have already watched it live twice, but another dream of mine is to watch The Phantom of the Opera at a theater that looks like an opera, or at an opera house with the red velvet chairs and the gold decor. I just have this as a dream. I don't know how I will achieve that dream, because when The Phantom of the Opera comes in Greece, the theater that we go to see it at doesn't look like an opera house at all. But it's fine. At the end of the day, I just want to see the musical, listen to the songs, and that is my December mood board. Not my favorite that I have ever created, but it's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. Time to talk about all of the books that I read during November, and let's start with book number 1, which is When the Moon Hatched. If you watched one of my previous reading vlogs, you already know that I adored this book so much. The world building is beautiful, the magic system is so interesting and unique. I loved the characters, our main characters, Rave and Khan. I am in love with them. This is only book number 1, and I am just head over heels about this story. I cannot wait to read more about these characters and about this storyline. I haven't felt this way about a book since I read the Throne of Glass series, and that says a lot. I'm not comparing it to Throne of Glass. They're not similar whatsoever. I just had the best time reading it, and because it is a thick book and it also has a glossary, I was a bit nervous starting it, and I thought that maybe I wouldn't get the plot and I would feel lost, but not at all. I grasped the idea behind the book very quickly, and I really cannot relate to the people who didn't enjoy this book, because I have seen a lot of people not having the best words to say about this book, and some people are still confused about this book. So I don't know, I think that it all comes down to our personal book taste and our brains. Our brains are majestic. They're just majestic. My brain works differently than somebody else's, and that's why we don't enjoy the same books. I am not better than the person who didn't like this book, obviously, because I also have a book in this pile which is very popular and I didn't like it at all. So I think that I should talk about it straight away. And the book which I didn't enjoy, and I couldn't even read it, I listened to the audiobook of it, was The Wicked King. Now, if you have been watching my videos, you know that I was not the biggest fan of The Cruel Prince. I had given it 3 stars, and I thought that maybe because it is the first book, it is the introduction, maybe that's why I don't like it. But I cannot rate this book. I will not rate this book, and I won't be reading the final book, The Queen of Nothing. I just can't do it, guys. I thought about listening to the audiobook again from The Queen of Nothing, so I wouldn't have to read it, but I just couldn't do it. I felt like it would be such a waste of time. I am so sorry if you love this trilogy. I know what it feels like to love a book and hearing someone saying that it is not good, but don't listen to me, guys. I'm just a random person on the internet who has a book channel, and she's just sharing her thoughts about the books that she read. Don't get triggered by my comments on the book. I just couldn't care less about the story and about these characters. And I remember that once someone had commented that if I think that Aileen from The Throne of Glass is badass and super wow, wait until I read about Jude. Yeah, I read about Jude, and I still think that she's just an 18-year-old girl who is manipulating the kingdom and trying to move things politically, but I'm just not convinced. I am not convinced at all. Good for her, but she is not on the same level with Aileen for me. These are my personal opinions, and this trilogy was not for me. I was bored to death. I couldn't care less. I am sorry, I cannot rate this. Moving on. The next book that I read was Mother of Death and Dawn, which was the final book in the War of Lost Hearts trilogy. I gave that book 3.75 stars. I enjoyed the book, but not as much as the 2 first books in this trilogy. I felt like this book was way longer than it should have been. Some chapters were too long, some scenes were too long. I feel like the story should have wrapped up quicker, and my favorite character didn't have the ending that I was hoping for. But then again, our favorite characters cannot always have their happy ending, right? But overall, it was a good trilogy. I do recommend it, but it was not one of my top favorite series. But I feel like The Crowns of Nyxia by the same author, at least so far, is way better. The next book that I read was Two Twisted Crowns, and I gave it 4.5 stars. The first book was definitely 5 stars for me, but the second one low-key felt like it was not focusing a lot in a character that I was hoping it would focus on. It did focus on a couple of other characters though, quite a lot, which I loved. I loved their storyline and the romance and everything, but I was hoping that one of my favorite characters would just be back into the story more vividly and lively. If you have read the book, you know what I mean. But that character just wasn't part of the story as much as they were on the first book. They were here, but they were just in a different state, let's say. It was a really good duology though. I highly recommend it. I had a great time reading both of these books. The next book that I read on my Kindle was Metal Slinger. Now, at the beginning I was more excited about it, or maybe towards the middle of it I was more excited about it, but then by the end of the book my excitement got lost. list. I gave it 3 stars. The writing was not the best. I will be honest, it was not the best. I was not really grasping the world building. The main characters had zero chemistry, personally. And once again, I could smell the end plot twist from a mile away. I could just tell that this was going to happen. I was like, we will have betrayal. I don't know if it's going to be this person or this person, but then towards the end I was like, it's this person for sure. And yes, it was that person with the betrayal. I think that if I hadn't managed to figure out who was going to be the person who would betray the other, it would be maybe a bigger shock for me and maybe my rating would have been higher, but no. The story does have potential, but then again, it's not one of the best fantasy books I have ever read due to the writing and due to the fact that I could tell about the plot twist. There was another plot twist midway through the story, which I didn't expect, and that shocked me. And I was like, okay, now we're talking, I love that. But then as the story moved, I was not as impressed. The next book that I was impressed with and I really enjoyed was Belladonna. I gave Belladonna 4.25 stars. Now this was the type of book that I couldn't guess the plot twist and I couldn't figure out who to blame and who to trust. This is a dark, gothic, fantasy romance book with the element of mystery in it. And I love when a book has a mystery in it. I just couldn't figure out who to blame in this book. I really enjoyed the writing. It was beautiful. I really liked reading about all of the characters. I loved our main characters. And this was overall a really good book. And I cannot wait to dive into the rest of these books. The next 2 books that I read were both holiday books, holiday romance books. And the first one is called Holiday Romance. That's literally the title of the book. I gave that book 3.5 stars. I read it on Kindle Unlimited. It was a cozy, festive, nice read, but some chapters just felt too long for me. And these were just characters that are not memorable. This is a story that I won't be thinking about. You know, I finished the book and I won't be thinking about it ever again, if that makes sense. It was nice. I do recommend it for the holiday season, but it's nothing memorable. The next book will definitely be memorable. At least that's what I feel like because I recently finished it. And that book is The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore, which is part of a Dream Harbor series. I gave this book 5 stars. 5 stars for a holiday romance? Yes, indeed. 5 stars for it because the characters had such a great chemistry. I loved how they had flaws and they had real human everyday life issues. They just completed each other in the most perfect way. I loved the writing. I loved all the descriptions about the festive atmosphere and all the holiday fun things. This is just such a cute holiday story and I highly recommend it. I don't know if other people will have the same opinion as I do because I think that the rating so far on Goodreads is like 3.8 stars or something. For what this book is giving, it is 5 stars for me. It is 5 stars. It is cozy, it is romantic, it doesn't have surface level characters. I love their chemistry. We didn't have spice from the start of the book, which was an issue for me when it came to the second book in this series, The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. I thought that it had too much spice too quickly. This also does have spice because Laurie Gilmore is known for her romantic, spicy, steamy books, but it was done very well. I think that the build-up was done very well. These are all of the books that I read. I think that I had a pretty good reading month if we take The Wicked King out of the pile. I think that all the rest of the books were just really good. And when it comes to my monthly favorites, I only have songs again this month. I only have a few songs to share with you. I don't have anything else to share as a favorite. So the number 1 song that I have been listening to a lot the past few days is Number 1 Girl by Rosé. This song just reminds me of the characters of this book, so Kira and Bennett. When I listen to that song, I just think about these characters and I just love it. I love daydreaming about my favorite books and listening to music. Then the next song that I really loved listening to this month is Biblical Love by Flowerface. And I think that that would be all for my favorites. I mean, I obviously was listening to more songs than these 2, but I feel like these 2 will make the cut to my favorites list. So my energy by the end of this video is way lower than it was at the beginning of this video. I think we can all tell, but I hope you enjoyed this video nonetheless. I definitely enjoyed filming it. Now I need to stop talking, drink some water, finish up my tea, and take a little break before I sit down and start editing. That is the plan for the rest of the day, to do some editing. So thank you all so much for watching this video, my friends. I truly hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, friends!